Hello guys, hot and sweaty in Zone 9A with my wonky eye. I promise I don't have pink eye. I am avoiding my family in the house who all have flu A. I just got home from work and changed clothes and out here getting tomatoes trellised up using the Florida weave method. Okay, you can see we took the T-post and you weave the landscaping thread back and forth. It takes a lot of effort. It looks like a crazy spider web. Back and forth. Some of the plants aren't really needing it quite yet, but I still have them positioned to where they will do just fine. You can see my new trellis that will soon have my Tai Long beans on it. I am having some trouble with cucumbers right now. You can see my melons look really good. This is one Mas Radu melon and it is huge. 2 sugar baby melons and they are actually climbing. I thought I was gonna have to tie them up, but they are holding on. As you can see, they're little baby tendrils onto my, I did not know that they would do that. I totally figured I would have to tie them up. So quelle surprise. My cucumbers have taken a hit. You can see I have some empty spaces. I'm trying to decide if it's worth replanting them at this point because it's late in our season here. It's getting really hot. A lot of times they don't want to participate anymore in life. They just really had a slow start this year. We had that weird cold snap in March and it's been a weird gardening year for sure. You can see I need to weed. It's not just you guys, it's me too. These are all eggplants and I bought a lot of this soil. It's supposed to be an organic raised bed to top it off. I use that. Compost is full of weed seeds, which I know that can happen, but this is store-bought stuff and usually I don't have this much problem. It's like all these little grass seeds. I don't know what it is. It's really annoying. But my eggplants are doing phenomenal. If you saw when I first posted them up, they were probably the size of this leaf right here. There is something getting a hold of them. I did come out here and spray them with neem oil, but my bees are getting really active because my hydrangeas are blooming, so I don't want to hurt them. I'm very protective of my bumblebees because they're adorable. They make it worth coming out here and gardening. We have lots of new peppers this year. We had some that didn't survive that weird frost that we had. They had already started to turn back green. Where I'm at in Zone 9A, a lot of times the pepper plants are perennials. I do not have to plant them annually, and when they come back the second year, they tend to come back in full force, and I'll kind of show you some examples of that. But most of these are new. Got YOLO Wonder Pepper. This is a surprise, and this is not a pepper. That is a weed. But I have, these are going to be some surprises because I don't remember what they are, but they look beautiful. There is a spider web. I was trying not to step on. This is my Jimmy Nardello, which this was recommended by Jess from Roots and Refuge a couple years ago, and I had a hard time getting a hold of the seeds until suddenly I could get some this year. This is Etuda peppers, and that is orange fish pepper that I got in a seed swap. This is some Thai Roselle. I didn't plant a lot because I figured it was a little bit late. Some random nasturtiums that I had that popped up. I threw in here real quick. I don't know what this is. I think this is a weed. It is. Okay. So, weeding my garden with me. Thank you guys. I do have some red onions and some mystery onions that I'm not really sure what they are. You can see my Brad's Atomic tomatoes are starting to flesh out and look gorgeous. I did irritate my plants a little bit, smelling kind of tomatoey over here. I have one random carrot that I was just letting it go to see what it does, but these are my first time getting my onions to bulb, guys. I'm super excited. I got these free from the seed supply store locally. They were like, if you want them, just take them. I'm like, are you sure? I don't mind buying them. And he was like, no, they're in awful shape. They might not do anything. And I was like, okay. And then they've been my most successful onion so far. You can look at these jokers and see they look beautiful. Some of them better than others, but I'm okay with that. Better than nothing, which is what I got last year. My yellow bell looking marvelous over there, getting some baby sprouts over there. One plant that, unless it just turns around and shows off here towards the end, I will probably not plant again, and that is both the Triple L crop, because it has not done well, and the Dr. Carolyn's tomato. I know I've heard people say it does wonderful other places. It is not growing well here. It's probably the intense heat that we already have. I mean, it was 100 degrees the other day, or just shy of it. And it's about 90 something maxing out today. Here is Purple Cherokee, which does grow well here. I actually got this as a start. Most of the others that I'm not mentioning, I started from seed on January the 2nd. And I start them indoors under grow lights. I planted them out March. There is a video where I show where I did that. My husband is ginormous and stepped in this bed the other day to reach something up there, and he compacted the dirt a little bit. So not super happy about that. These are the mushroom basket, and then this beauty is what I've been waiting for. So as soon as they went on sale, I was at my lunch break trying to get on there to get them. And these are the giant Crimson tomatoes from M.I. Gardner, and I'm so thrilled to be part of that. This is that Triple L crop. This is the only one that lived, and I started a bunch of these because I've heard nothing but good things, and they hate my garden, or me, or they were just crummy seed stock. I don't know. But then I think only have one black from Tula that lived too. Those also did not fare well here, disappointingly enough. I should have planted some blueberries tomatoes, because most of my cherry tomatoes that I planted this year did not do great. Probably again, we had that little cold snap, because life. Just some of the rest of my garden to come out here and poopy scoopy, because Odin has left me a couple surprises in places he doesn't normally go. Got some random celery. I moved it over from over there. Sorry, the yellow flies are awful. And this is vlog style video, so you get all of it. Go away, jeez. This is the only cucumber that I planted originally with my other cucumbers, and you can see it's sick too. I'm about to give up. It's just sick. Probably need to tear it up. At least it's in the bucket. But this is radishes. If you haven't ever seen radish seed pods, this is one drying out. Whoop. I'll open this up for you. You can see what the seeds look like. This has only got one in it. Throw it in there. It can come back in the fall. I won't mind. We have very compact clay soil here, so I've got some parsley going to flower again. That happened last year, and there was a ton of caterpillars on there, so I'm quite okay if they take that one over, because I have a bunch of it that went to seed in my yard and volunteered, so I'm not shy of parsley. Got some calendula that's still trying to come up. I've got some sunflowers. That's black hollyhock that is not liking this heat. Got loofah and one delicata squash. I was going to try to trellis, but again, I think we are going to hit our point. For anybody who was watching the random squash that I found in the yard, that's it. Found it over there. Don't know how, who, what, or why. All right. And to one of my garden friends I've made here on Instagram, this is what I was talking about. My marigolds will just sometimes pop up in the summer, but then they're usually way stronger in the fall. And then I apparently missed my one Tom Thumb nasturtium. Decided to croak on me. None of my zinnias lived this year. I know people around here who grow them, but I have not found any that work. You can see my lilies. They are almost as tall as me. All right, come on, buddy. So these are peppers. This is a pepper that is the second year. It's looking really good. This is one that we just bought from the store to try. Because I don't really like just to depend on all of ours to come in, and I do use a lot of peppers. These are Tabascos from this last year. These were originally starts from my husband's friend at work that grows a lot of them, and he brought them into my hubby, and they are just tremendous. I don't know what is going on with this guy over here. Probably a little dry from all the heat, but not happy. This is a poblano that's 3 years old, that we cut back every year. That is a poblano that's 3 years old. I don't know what this guy is. I think it might be a roasted red pepper, but we'll find out soon. This is a jalapeno that is on its 3rd year, and you can see I already have fruit. I know what you're trying to bloom. This is also, you can see, a pepper that's on its 3rd year. I have a few others. This is my favorite pepper, and I'm hoping it does okay. This is an arroz con pollo, and I have one little one that needs to come off up there, but it's trying to put some out. It's 2nd year. And then here are super spices. We keep those out of the reach of our little girls, but we have some, I think that is a Reaper. That's not looking so hot. That's a 7-pot. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's not. This is a different one. This is, I don't know, guys. Sorry, I normally know, but the tags have completely faded. Anyway, these are normally our super hots, like our Scorpions and Carolina Reapers and Chinese 7-pots. I don't think any of the 7-pots made it. Starting to go to seed. I don't really care. It can go to seed because I'm about to mulch this bed really heavily because there's weeds everywhere, as you can tell. But anyway, it's kind of pretty. And I've left it alone because the butterflies like it. But it was a giant red. And I grew that a couple of years ago, and I saved the seed pods. I might save some of these too because it looks like there's quite a few. My dog is pooping over here. I don't know what's going on with him, sorry. Anyway, because we were gonna have somebody, let somebody come dig them up during the winter. Because we put my satsuma tree over there. And these things came back gorgeous. Like absolutely stunning. And he can't even be mad because it's not my fault. We have one little piece of sugar cane trying to come up over here. We'll leave that be. The rest of them didn't fare so well. My dog kept digging them up. But we'll let that one go. And then I have one volunteer turmeric. Whew. Oh, the bugs are bad. And then one cabbage that's still hanging on back there. Just letting it go because it's pretty. And some squash back there.